The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own. They may not be the opinions of this network, their groups, or other organizations they may be involved.
Open your eyes.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Open Your Eye here on the NOK Network. We are two patients flying through the realm of psychedelic medicine with me, Kim Cooper, and my awesome joint host, Tarra Simpson. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going, Kim. It's been quite the week, as you know. I've had a lot on the go. We've got a huge event this weekend in Hamilton, Canacrawl, and say the least, I had great intentions of starting all of this much earlier. It just, for whatever reason, didn't get done, and so I've been scrambling all week. To get things done for crawl, plus still get things done for personal life, and still try and have some sort of sanity at the end of the day. Today went swimmingly well. I'm not going to lie. I actually, it was a bit of a trip. I had to go to Hamilton this morning and take Courtney to her last doctor's appointment before she has my grandchild. Yeah. And then I had to fly home, but I had to make pit stops, for groceries and shit on the way, and then come home and mad dash around here and try and get products made and packaged and all of that fun stuff. So you can't see right now, but over to this side here is my work table. I've pushed it out of the way and it's an absolute chaos. There are things still to be done on that table tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been that week for all of us. And stuff in the stars, absolutely. That's got a lot to do with it. Our own, both of us are very similar in that aspect of personalities and mindsets of the way things get done or don't get done. Very last minute, piled up, it's like, okay, mad dash, get her done. But it all gets done at the end of the day, and we pull it out of our hat or our ass, whichever the case may be, and life goes on and we get her done, right? But I laugh, and when people see those laughing emojis on social media, that is actually me laughing out loud, literally laughing out loud all the time on a regular basis, because I got to laugh my way through this shit, because otherwise, what else are we going to do? We go crazy. Right. We'll laugh about it, because you got to laugh about it, because what else can be done? Right.
Absolutely nothing. And tomorrow will be another one of those days where, as soon as my eyes open, my feet hit the floor, it'll be go time to try and get the rest of the things that are on my must make list completed and ready, so that I'm out of here on time to come and meet you and the crew in Hamilton, where we'll be camping out for the night before crawl.
That's right. We are headed to Canacrawl, y'all. So if you are in Ontario, head on out to Hamilton, Ontario, and meet up with bunch of the NOK Network crew. I think there's only one or two Canadian joint hosts missing, and of course the US hosts are not being present, but the majority of the NOK Canadian hosts are going to be at Canacrawl tomorrow, and it'll be Saturday, and it's going to be an epic time. So come on out and visit the Stoner Games Cup /NOK Network booth and hook up with Tarra and myself, Ron McNabb, Janine Mora, L is going to be there as well. L. Oban and Ron McNabb and
Sherry Ann
Sherry Ann Baker is going to be with
Yes.
us. Our newest member of the crew, Sherry Ann Baker, is also going to be in attendance. So come on up and hook up with us at Canacrawl tomorrow. It's going to be an epic time. You know, the chaos that was this week, as I said at the start of this dialogue, is it partly to do with the stars? Absolutely. And tonight's guest is going to tell us all about it.
Absolutely. So join me in welcoming our guest tonight, Felicia Kozak.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Definite star magic happening. Woo! How's everyone feeling?
Yeah. Fire hoses going off everywhere, Felicia. I mean, it's the energy is wild. And I mean, yes, there's fires going off, but we also seem to have this very strange ability to handle it all.
Mm-hmm.
Done, which is really, really wild. We're going to talk about that. But before we dive into all of that, let's introduce you. Felicia Kozak, tell our listeners and our viewers out there who you are and what you're all about. And then we're going to dive into our discussion about
Okay. All right. Who am I? I am a master of none, but a jack of all trades. Okay. Well, my primary job is I am a psychic advisor. I help people with that gift. That is my meat and potatoes, my daily job. I'm also a quiet undercover medicine woman. I'm like your backdoor medicine woman. I'm like, what do you need? Okay, let's do this. You need a near-death experience. You need to crack that ego open. Let's go. You know, that's my life's work. Call me a shadow witch. You know, I can get right in there, and I'm very passionate about healing. I'm very passionate about people's nervous systems. I also got a degree in somatic recapitulation, helping people come back from like places like Afghanistan and extreme drug addictions and regulate their nervous systems without the use of any pharmaceuticals or any talking therapy. So that's my big thing this year that I'm really into. But and I love to study the stars. So let's go where I want to go with this. I'm open.
Yeah. You love to start. That's so very, 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 very cool stuff. You are well versed in multiple modalities, which is what I love. You know, I mean, it's great to be focused and having people that are, you know, synergistically focused with one modality and they can become expert in that, and that's awesome. But having somebody that has a wide variety of knowledge and experiences is also extremely fascinating. It makes you very diverse for individuals to talk to about these kinds of things. So let's dive into the stars right now. So a lot of people are feeling the energies that we were talking about, that Tarra and I were talking about at the start of the show there. You know, it seems like, you know, all this stuff. It's like, oh, well, I got to do this. And oh, shit, this happens. Okay, we got to take care of this, and this. Then we can get to what I needed to do. But all these precursors need to happen first. And I wasn't expecting those. But we're getting it done.
Yeah.
What is happening in the stars?
Okay,
right
so you know, this time every year we have Aries. So I call them seasons, right? Where we have like, so it's your season, Kim. It's your season. It's your solar return. Okay, it's Aries season. Spring equinox. It starts. That's the real new year. If you ask me, it's not January.
Yep, that's right. April the 1st.
No one feels fresh in January.
Right.
Everybody wants to go out and get laid and mate, and everybody's out and about. Equinox, right? It's Aries season. This year we have like a stellium, which we call multiple planets conjunct in a row in the sign of Aries. Sometimes you get 3, sometimes you get 4. We've got 8. Aries is, we are talking full on. It's ruled by Mars. It's masculine energy. It's go, go, go. Aries is the god of war, essentially. So, I mean, I can go deep in this. I'm going to give us this a good little budge here because
all right.
There are 2 planets, Saturn and Neptune. Last time they were together, they invented the nuclear bomb.
Okay.
They're back together again. And we got some discussions about nuclear happenings.
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yep.
The
Yep.
themes, right?
It's in the news for sure.
It's in the
We're
news, right?
in the
Can't deny
talks.
it.
Yeah.
Whether or not what you want to do with it, whether it's going to happen
Yep.
or not,
Yep.
it's back. So we look at themes, and so when you get this amount of energy in Aries, it's like burnout. It's go go go. It's an initiation month, so this is a great month to really get out there because Aries is the initiator. It wants to lead. It does struggle with the details.
Right.
So that's where I think we start to trip up when we're doing all these things, and we're like, "Fuck, I forgot that, and I got to do that, and I got to do that."
Right.
But the last time all these planets were together was like 200 something BC when China's empire fell. Again, look at the world.
Yeah. 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 Huge shit going on when this
There's huge
happens.
shit going on. And in our personal lives, there could be really big breakthroughs, new beginnings. And, it's a new moon today. So new moons are great for new beginnings. You're going to have like, congratulations, Tarra, on being grandmother, by the way, for new beginnings. Absolutely beautiful.
So stoked.
That's so cool. So yeah, it's a lot of energy, but I think we could burn out.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to be careful to burn out. So I'm always like banging on with my clients, like, how's your nervous system? Do you know what your nervous system is? Do you know that you actually don't even have control over your nervous system? Most of us haven't. And you could totally do that. Are you into that? So like my whole new thing is like building awareness around people being interested in their nervous system.
Right.
Not like getting a massage.
Right.
Like
actually interested
like,
in the biomechanics of it all, and how is it operating currently?
Yeah, and if I got my nervous system at a good place, how would my life change outside of myself?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think Aries season will show us where we're just running, burning hot. So yeah, running, burning hot seems to be the theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a big month for astrology. We haven't seen this since like 200 BC. And it's like wild. Like it's emperors and emperors are going to be falling. Like the Pope and Trump are like at war. Like what? This is just like, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
Politics, but it's just like, I woke up today at my mom's and she's an Aries and she's like, well, Trump's going after the Pope. And I was like, okay, it sounds like it's, what is it? Like, it's like a gangster movie.
Yeah, I know. It's without diving into politics.
No, we're not going to go there, but
without diving, but the parallels of when ancient Chinese dynasties were falling, and nuclear bombs are being created, and these things are happening in the same timelines as what these planetary alignments are happening currently, then you take a look at world events currently going on. There's absolutely, like, nobody can deny the parallel.
No. Yeah. We call it mundane astrology. I watch the news half the time and then I follow these amazing astrologers. I'm not to that level, and they do these predictions, and I've been watching this since 2017 and they have not been wrong. So it's like I watch the planets and the news at the same time to understand what the.
Right.
It's very interesting. I highly recommend people like getting onto YouTube and following some really interesting lunatic astrology. She's amazing. She's an Aries. She's incredible with her predictions.
Huh. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'll send you guys the link in the email.
Yeah, please do.
She's wild. You love her. You're just like.
I'll drop it in the comments after the show as well, for people out there that may be watching, because this shit is interesting to me. Because I mean, the old saying. I mean, we're supposed to learn from the old sayings. All the old sayings are there for a reason. They were warnings, information. Letting you know this is a good idea to remember. That's why they became a saying for people, and learn from our past. Yeah. Well, if we make the parallels with what is going on in our solar systems and planetary alignments, that we know these things, they affect the tides. So how can they not be affecting human beings? Anybody that says they're not affecting human beings, well, I don't even have a conversation to have with you.
No.
I don't even know where to begin, because I mean they affect the fucking tide. So
I
how
know.
the hell can you possibly think that they are not affecting human beings? I'm sorry, but we just have absolutely nothing else to discuss at that point.
It's true. And if you
So
talk about time doesn't
Yeah.
even exist. So before the Gregorian
You know.
calendar, we were looking at the planets for timelines. And when I do my
Right.
sacred readings, there's no time. So I'm time
Right.
traveling. And so when people are like, when am I going to fall in love? I got to look at their birth time, their chart, and go, well, you're in a bad love zone for the next 6 months. So it's probably going to be here. And then I'll see when they're going to have a transit that opens up a marriage house. So we can get
Yeah.
timelines that way.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
So
that's how we look
you know,
at time.
that's why I'm saying, like, you know, fast forward right back to full circle there. We got to learn from our past,
Absolutely.
right? So that includes lining up what was happening
Yeah.
in our planetary systems during these, you know, cataclysmic shifts
Oh yeah. I
in
mean,
in our societies.
okay, so check this out. Pluto is in Aquarius right now. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius, we had the French Revolution. I'm gonna drop that one.
They
on top
add
of-
up
This is happening
nuclear
at the
bomb,
same
nuclear bomb,
time. Like,
Oh, boy.
revolutions, you know, and they're
Just
all
gotta
going to happen
sprinkle a little bit of that there.
simultaneously. And they're all happening simultaneously.
simultaneous is
with
a
the
big time
current-
we're in, guys.
with the current shift that we are in. So I mean, there's a lot going on.
It's a big time. And so, and even personally, it could be for us too this month too. Like we could really step into a new timeline this month.
Yeah,
I think
I
last year
feel
was
shit
shit,
going
so-
on.
Yeah,
even
right.
in my brain.
Yeah.
It's you know, working for years to get to a point of control and organization.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden it just seemed like overnight something went click and it was like back to like, what the fuck? The tornado went through the library again. It's like, how did that happen? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Where did everything go? What the fuck? What the fuck? And
Mhm.
you're back to scrambling a lot again. And it's like,
Mhm.
we already did this.
Interesting.
What's
Interesting.
happening? Because we already did this. I've still got control, but it's a lot of chaos. It's
Lot of chaos.
harder to maintain control.
That'll shift in like next month when it goes into Taurus. But you know, Aries can be the chaos master.
Yeah,
loves chaos.
I live in chaos.
Yeah, right. I just loves it, and you're like, I live in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of that heat under the ass, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they say the sayings, the
Yeah.
famous sayings.
Well,
Live
sometimes I get too complacent. That's when shit starts falling apart, eh? I need the chaos.
yeah, because fire can build something beautiful and burn it down
Yeah.
just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Need
Just for the
chaos.
storyline, just for the plot.
Chaos
as they
keeps
say.
me lit.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I just left my Aries ex-partner because it was too much stress. I love him to death, but I'm like, this is too much.
Oh, we could be a lot.
I'm Leo. I worked it out. That was weird.
My husband needs the award of the year, like for oh my god, 45 years with me. Jesus Christ, the
Oh,
guy
bless.
needs a fucking medal. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Oh,
Oh,
Jesus, yeah, absolutely, and yeah, I know it. It's chaos. It's absolutely chaos living with me.
but that's the order of the universe. That's the order of the universe, though. Chaos.
He's a
there's
Pisces.
chaos. Oh my God, he's a Pisces. Of course he is,
Yeah.
because you know what? Aries always have some planets in Pisces, and they're so submissive. They can
Yeah,
be.
he's
So
a
it's perfect
Pisces.
for bossy Aries.
He's a Pisces.
You
but
need
he's
a little bit of
wonderful
that
for me.
submissive.
He's
That's why
wonderful
it
for
works,
me.
I guess, Kim.
He's
Yeah.
wonderful for me. But when he puts his foot down, I don't challenge.
Oh, that's beautiful. See, that's how you guys ended up doing 45 years.
He says, fuck no, and I know he means it. I just say, okay,
Yeah, because it's not all the time. It's like, ooh.
that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. So give me. How do you tame an Aries? How do you stay with an Aries? Like I guess that's it. I don't like give me some advice.
On what does he
Living
do
with an
with
Aries.
me?
Just living with an Aries, if you could.
Well, mine's Aries, and I just I just
Don't
laugh.
challenge. Don't challenge. Don't challenge. Don't challenge. Don't try and have the last word.
But I'm Leo, so like I'm Leo, right? So we're both very strong personalities, but very different. Like,
and learn to read the room, and when they're like, "Okay, I'm fucking done," let it be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know how to
let
read.
it be done.
Exactly.
Because I'm a Leo and my ex-partner was an Aries. And I love him to death, but it was like, wow, we really could. I love that you guys are a Leo Aries combo too, because it's just the best. It's like,
we work so great together.
So great.
And so I mean, I could live with Tarra probably.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We're like polar opposites though, in a lot of ways. Like, you know, I'm a busybody. I like to be social. There's lots of things I like to be on the go doing, and he likes to be at home, and he doesn't really do people because people generally just piss him off. So
Aries,
right? and so he's a little more introverted that way, and a little bit, low key. Whereas I'm driven like by a motor from the time I wake up till I go to bed, right? And there's times where he'll be like, "Would you just sit the fuck down?"
And me and my Pisces old man are exact polar opposites. I'm exactly like Tarra. I'm the busybody. I'm going, and I'm the Aries. And let's fucking go. I'm the one that's in the RV cleaning it out, and now it's outside. And when I'm leaving for the weekend, Steve is staying home. And he's staying with the dogs because he doesn't want people. And he's good on the farm. And I want to go with the people to the event. And I'm the fucking Aries. So I wind up with the Leo that wants to party. And the Aries on one side stays home. And the Pisces on the other side stays home.
That's you guys figured it out.
Yeah. It's like,
you guys figured it out.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not my first like long-term relationship either, right? I've been through a few in the past that, you live and learn, and you take away from those, moments and you bring them, that advice forward, right?
I think the biggest thing is respect for anybody's boundary.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we have full trust because I would never lie to him. I'll never be unfaithful.
Trust.
100%. 100% you can trust me with anything.
Yeah.
I will always keep your confidence. I'll never talk about our relationship outside of our relationship. Nobody hears about my relationship with my husband. I don't have that discussion. That's nobody's business.
That's really important.
And so, I mean, and that's what it's about, trust and respect. If you've got that, the rest of it can be fucking built.
That is true. Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't have that, then there's nothing that you can. It's not stable ground. Yeah, and that's the building blocks. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, really, life is just a journey, whether it's with a friendship or a relationship. I mean, things are always changing. You're always, learning new things about that person, and you try and build on that. And I mean, there's some things that I'm sure I do that annoy the living shit out of that.
100%.
Right? But he puts up with it, Well,
they say our partners are our mirrors. That's true growth. You can do a lot of work on your own. You can go sit in an ashram, you can meditate, you can do whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you step in relationship with someone and you are like, that's when the real growth happens, evolution happens. And it can get stagnant too, there's ebbs and flows, but
absolutely. Everybody's got their moments, right?
People are medicine, they sure are.
That's right. And all relationships, I think at the end of the day, they take work. Steve and I have an absolutely fantastic relationship, roots deep that nobody or nothing will ever topple. But it took 45 years to get here. It didn't come out of the fucking box like this.
No.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there always
know.
trust, or was it? did you have to build?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
important.
think it was deep trust. You know, there was surface questions. We were young. I was fucking 16.
Oh my God. Do you know I know another Aries
You know,
that
like
is with somebody since they were 16? And I mean,
yeah.
because Aries are hot to trot. You guys are impulsive. I was like, how
Yeah.
the hell you locking Aries down that long? But I know a few. You guys are loyal.
Very loyal
Very
to a
loyal.
fucking core, man. If when we've just made our choice, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
why I tell people, once you're in my inner circle,
Mm-hmm.
I am a fierce friend. So much
Yeah.
so that I sometimes have to put the brakes on and back up my fucking bus because you know
Yeah.
what? I'm being a little bit overbearing and I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
you how to live your life now because I know what's best for you.
That bossy Aries, let me tell you. I'm like, okay, you can tell me. As a Leo, I'm like, okay, you can tell me. I would
Right.
say with the Aries, I was like, what are we doing? They're like, we're going over here. And it's the only people that can boss me around and I'm willing to follow.
Yeah.
They're the
But
only
you
people-
know, yeah. But it's always out of love. Like I mean,
yeah.
no, nothing ever. It would always be because I honestly believe that's what's best for you. You know.
Yeah.
But it can be a lot.
Yeah. Boundaries are big.
Yeah.
Boundaries are big with fire
Yeah.
signs, and especially with Aries. That's like, I mean, I love that we're talking about Aries and Aries season because we're like all feeling that. We're all kind of feeling
Yeah,
that.
and I think
Like,
everybody like it's been churning, and that's why I thought it would be a good way to start off tonight,
yeah.
talking about this kind of stuff, and because I think everybody is feeling that sort of energy that's flowing.
Yeah, because we were in like a deep sleep in the winter. It was like February and March was just like quiet, and then it was like,
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it was like all
Absolutely.
sleepy and dopey, and then it was like, I was like,
Yeah.
just face
Everybody
surfing.
woke up
Real sick.
really. Yeah, it was
Mhm.
really abrupt.
Yeah, it was it was like jarring and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The switch. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Felicia, I want to get into what you're up to nowadays. I know you've had a whole lot go on in the last year since you were last on the show, but I want to do the next segment uninterrupted like we did this segment. So we're going to break here a couple seconds early and we're going to call it medication time.
That's right, folks. It's time to pay some bills. So stay tuned for a word from some of our amazing sponsors, and then we'll return with more from Felicia.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, y'all. We'll be back. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Don't go nowhere.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimated Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals,
Go ahead,
Tyndinaga.
hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
Smoke Signals, Tyndinaga.
Check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com. Send us a message on our social media platforms or email us at info@NOKNetwork.com. Dirty Dave, award-winning cultivator for over 4 decades. Dirty Dave, prized genetics fueled by advanced nutrients, original OG organics.
Everybody must get stoned. Yeah, well, they stone you when you're walking down the street. They stone you when you're trying.
Dirty Dave, award-winning products available at these fine establishments.
But I would not feel so alone.
Ask your shop to carry Dirty Dave. Contact us at dirtiesdoggies@gmail.com.
Now we get back to the show.
And we're back. Medication session on Open Your Eye on NOK Network.
Absolutely. Please tune into some of the other podcasts that are available here on the network, produced and aired here on NOK. And check out our sponsors. Check out their social media platforms and their websites. Drop into one of their shops on both sides of the border. Drop in and make a purchase. Show them some love. We love our sponsors. Thank you so much for keeping us on the air. And if you're interested in having your stuff advertised here with us on NOK Network, just drop me a message anytime, and I can shoot you off our rate sheet. Tonight's conversation with Felicia, so cool. I mean, because I think everybody's been feeling this sort of energy shift that's taken place in the last few weeks.
And, you know, it's interesting that this all came up tonight, because for the last like three and a half weeks, and I've sat through the part of this show and not said anything, I've had this like weird feeling that I just couldn't put my finger on. It's like in the pit of my stomach, but it's like almost like an anxiety thing, but I'm not anxious about anything. Like just this weird energy. And I haven't been able to place it. So I've just been kind of pushing it out of my brain.
Yeah.
But recognizing that it's there, waiting for whatever it is to show me what it is, right?
Right. I know what you mean. I wind up anxiety ridden with that.
Like
trying to figure it out. Right?
Intense.
Yeah. Trying to figure it out. Let's bring Felicia back in on this conversation. You know, when we get these unknown sensations, when, you know, for those of us that are more in tune, have been, you know, delving into experiencing these feelings, and utilizing psychedelics to experiencing them more in depth. We recognize them when they happen without the use of the psychedelics, and that becomes almost anxiety filled, because it's like, well, why? What's happening? And now it's for me, it's well, I must know. Because something can't be happening to me that I don't know about, that I didn't intend to happen. Why has it happened? This longing for the answer, and not just allowing it to be. Having to know, what are you? Why are you happening now? And then I can sit with you.
Exactly. I think that's why I do what I do. I think that's why people hire me as a psychic. They're like, I help them organize their energy. And I for the first time have my own like psychic advisor now. Her name's Tarra, by the way. And because I'm like, I'm feeling something. It's giving me anxiety. Can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
And it's like we could, look at this in so many ways. Like I could be like, okay, my cortisol's high. I'm 44. Right. I'm also working somatics, and I'm like, okay, I know about cortisol. I got to know about cortisol. Now it peaks in the morning for women, right? Yeah. Or is it something needs to be birthed, or my soul wants to change.
Yeah.
And I really believe that sometimes we got to get sick of ourselves for something to change. I believe the soul gets sick of itself before it changes. So there's that one. There's that, there's that like, do I need to change something? And that's why I have anxiety, because I'm not changing something right now in my life. That's the one that hits me. And then there's just like, a knowing, and you don't know yet, which I love studying astrology and knowing things, because it's a sense of control, of safety. I was raised as a trauma kid, a lot of trauma in my life that I've been healing thus far. That's why I help people do it now. And so it's like, it's a fine line between knowing and being okay with not knowing.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a fine line between being psychic and having a psychosis.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my biggest hurdle, I think, is being okay with not knowing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big one for me.
Me too. I'm like a know-it-all, and then you put on intuition, and people, I work with people, and I have to keep the ego really in check, no spiritual ego. And, when you have a good accuracy with your readings and you work with people, whether it's in a financial sector or in a personal crisis, in a divorce, separation, or whatever it is, people come and a lot of my clients, I work with them for years.
Yeah, it can get to be a lot, and so it's good to have these conversations, and get it out, because I know
get it out or organize the energy with somebody else.
Yeah. So other people are experiencing the same thing. So, I mean, it's awesome to have these conversations, and get that out there. So, I mean, you've had a really, really busy year overall. I know there was a move involved, like huge life changes that are taking place on the cusp of these huge astrological changes.
Yeah.
So all of it being sort of tied together, right? So tell us about your journey since we've seen
journey in the last year. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about astrology today. So every year, okay, let's just do it. Okay. I'm just going to do a little jam, because it seems to be.
Yeah.
And, so everybody hits 43, 44, 45. They get this thing called the Uranus opposition. Everybody goes through it. Think back to yourselves. What was going on 43, 44, 45? I call it the shit or get off the pot.
Yeah.
Transit.
Okay.
38 to 50, all humans have these midlife trends. We really grow a lot.
Yeah.
We really grow from 38 to like 45. But women, when they get this transit, it opens up their throat chakra, their truth. It's also coincides with perimenopause. I call it the fuck it's, or my donkey kicking era. It's like there's no placating anymore. It's like, I have to speak my truth. I have to do my truth. Anything that's going to minimize it starts to feel really, really uncomfortable. Anything that's not in integrity, authenticity, and the truth that shows up starts to, let's talk about anxiety, starts to really bubble. So I had a dark night of the soul last year, for sure. I haven't had that in 7 years. I've had 2 in my life, and that was the second biggest one. And it wasn't it was induced by, seeing my partner at the time's shadow, my shadow, and being like, I just built this thing that I thought was just building something and realizing I wasn't in alignment. And I learned a big lesson about alignment.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to force it. You almost feel like you're putting this block into this space and it doesn't really fit. But you're like, no, I'm going to make it fit. It'll fit. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. If I
just tweak it this way and tweak it that way.
Yeah. We can make it fit. I was
making
sure
myself
we can.
fit.
But you know it doesn't.
Yeah. So that was a big level up. And so I had to leave my beautiful house in the woods. And I had to make a really strong statement to stand up from, you know what? I had living in nature was beautiful to clear my spiritual vessel, to get really clean and grounded. And it strengthened my gifts and a lot of things. But, you know, I had to like go through another dark night of the soul, and it did coincide with the eclipses and all this energy. But you know what was great about studying the astrology? I kind of knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I saw it, you know, and I was like, okay, so I just redirected my path. And at that time, the past year, you know, I haven't been serving too much medicine, but when I wasn't aligned, nobody wanted medicine. And the minute I redirected myself, people were asking again. And so
your
huge lesson.
energy wasn't attracting.
Yeah, because I was in a situation that was not aligned with my higher self, with my soul's calling.
Right.
I just, you know, and we talked, like Kim, your amazing story of how your soul woke up one day and just started screaming, right? After years of, and you were just like, something had to change.
Yeah, something had to change.
How old were you? Can I ask?
I have to do the math. Hang on. So it's 40, 44, 45.
Uranus opposition. That's when your soul woke up.
Yeah.
Kim, that's when your soul woke up.
44, 45. Yeah.
Women have to scream their truth. Throat chakra opens up.
Yeah.
No family member, nobody's going to tell us what to do. We have to, it's live or die. So hold on. It's not literally, but it's like the soul feels like if it doesn't change, it's going to die.
Yeah, it was 44. That's wild. I had to do the math on that.
Yeah. Thank you. Because I was like, I'm going to ask you. Yeah. So I did that in my own way. I left a man I loved. You know, we're still communing, but it was like, hey, you know, I got to do things my way. I got to, you know, I won't go into it, but yeah. So I had this epiphany to just go, you know, really stand in the power as like, you know, just a 44-year-old woman going through perimenopause, just fucking go, you know, doing life, being a medicine woman, but a true medicine woman in this, and the thing, like I was, you know, I wasn't going to jeopardize my integrity or authenticity for anybody. And that's what this year was. And so now I'm back, I'm serving, I'm helping people with their nervous systems. That's my big one. I'm really trying to advocate or help people advocate for themselves and help them understand what it feels to have sovereignty over your own nervous system, because most of us haven't even had that. We've just been hijacked in fight or flight most of our life, you know, and we become dependent on a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to kind of build awareness and help people just start there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Most of us live in fight or flight mode the majority of the time and don't even know it perpetually. And yeah, it wreaks havoc on all of your systems. I mean, that can be the root cause of everything.
Yeah. So I teach people a technique. It's called TRE. You can Google it. It's fantastic. It's no talking. We activate the psoas muscle. It's a shaking technique. People literally just shake like a leaf, and you're dumping out all the trauma that gets stored in your hips where your psoas muscles. We carry shame and like past trauma in there. And it's a really basic one because you don't have to talk. It's not therapy. It's not spiritual. It's not a pill, but you sleep like a baby. It's great for women in their 40s and 50s going through menopause because the cortisol goes straight down. So a lot of my clients are like, my cortisol is like, I'm crazy. My cortisol, like I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
Some people love cortisol. They just high on it. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. Everybody's different.
Cortisol's a
When
lifestyle
the way
choice.
the way we handle some of these things, you know, for some people, these different levels are just absolute chaos. And other people are like, what? That's my perfect level. What are you talking about?
Yeah, totally. That's my perfect level. Absolutely. To each their own. But some of us are so sensitive that we can't handle it.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
We can't,
Absolutely.
you know?
So tell me, explain TRE.
So trauma release exercise. It was invented by Steve Bercelli, and so it was a scientist and a priest, and they were going to areas in the world where there was a lot of trauma, like there'd be post tsunami,
right?
And they'd see these like whole areas wiped out in Asia, and everyone was so shell shocked they couldn't get together to rebuild their villages. And what they realized, and also soldiers coming back from Afghanistan with extreme CPTSD. So this technique was invented for this heavy duty stuff. Okay. It's not like trying to calm down hysterical housewife, menopause, or, you know, this was for like people that like, they can't live in the reality that they used to have anymore. They're forever different now. They're shell shocked.
Yeah.
They're just shaken, or they're drinking.
Yeah.
Or they're beating their wife, because that people do crazy shit when they are in fight or flight. It's called fight or flight.
Yep.
They get in accidents. They're cruel. Like, we do crazy shit. We can't think right. Like, I know when I've been at my worst, I am not a good human to be around. God,
yeah,
like,
that's right.
God forbid anybody that's around me when I'm in a deep state of fight or flight. Like, I'm like, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So your life changes.
I can relate.
Yeah. This technique was invented to just, you know, and it was about, you do these basic leg exercises, you know, some calf raises, chair position, like anybody can do it. And you lie people on the ground and you put them in a position where they start to like close their legs, and there's these quivers that come out. If you guide people the right way, I wish I guide them, and they can be in their own home, in their own bed. People love to do it online because they can do it at home. It's like better than a Xanax. And it got me off a Xanax addiction. That's how I discovered this. I was given Xanax, and I had a kickback anxiety that was so intense. I almost like, it was a crazy dark night of the soul. And I was using the Xanax to sleep so I could wake up and go to work and not get fired and like keep my shit together. But the Xanax was a whole mess. And I found this technique, and it helped me sleep and like eat. And then I got up and I changed my whole life. Once my nervous system was regulated again, I just rebuilt. So it's a technique that helps you in crisis, which is amazing for people when they're in crisis or they can't sleep. So it's beautiful, because I get these testimonies back. Like, people go, yeah, okay, let's shake, whatever. Oh yeah, this is cool. And their body's doing something weird. And I'm just like, don't worry, it's normal. Like, animals shake. Animals will be like, they will be chased by a saber-toothed tiger, and then they'll shake it off.
Yeah. They make those boards now for that, right?
Yeah, they make boards.
Buy a thing for it where it
I have one. That's good
vibrates
for cortisol. You can just stand on that with a coffee or a spliff and just hang out there.
I've seen it. It almost looks like Saturn.
They're
It's
amazing.
like a rubber ball with a disc on the middle of
they're
it, and you
amazing.
put and you balance on the rubber ball.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And it shakes.
Okay, that's
while you're on it.
Yeah, I mean, be careful of your ankles with the balancing. But I have just one of those like normal ones where you just stand on it and it shakes, and it
shakes. Oh, it's just a flat pad that shakes.
Yeah, it takes all your
right? I've
lymphatic
seen
drainage and it
those
wakes you
ones
up.
too.
It's great for brain fog.
I've seen those ones too.
But this technique it was designed for like hardcore, like people are like, they're just completely dysregulated. They're not sleeping. They can't even go out and keep their jobs. Like, they're just a mess. And anybody can do it. But so, you know, some people come to me and they're like, okay, I want a reading, or I need you to help me do my astrological birth chart. I do that for people, but they can't retain energy because their nervous systems are they can't retain information. So I have to start them off this way. I'm like, yo, before we get into this session, I got to help you regulate your nervous system. Are you open to that? And they're like, sure. I'm like, okay, we're going to do this weird technique. It's going to feel real good, and you're going to sleep like a baby. And I was like, if you do this every day, your whole life's going to change. I was like, all those car accidents, all those fights with your partner, no more.
All gone.
10 minutes a day. And I get these testimonies, and they're like, well, I cut out my toxic sister. I decided to get that new job. I've got this confidence, you know, they're just like totally in themselves. And they're like, whoa, is this what I feel like? And I'm like, yeah, you're not hijacked.
Yeah.
And it's just this wild technique. And not a lot of people, you know, I was doing this when it wasn't cool. Now everyone's shaking and somatics and this and that, you know, it's like a whole vibe, which is great. But my whole thing is like nervous systems now. I'm like, we're going to need it too. Like the next 3 years with the astrology is the war is not going anywhere, folks. Sorry. It's not going anywhere.
Well, I mean,
political,
it lines up with everything. I mean, 2030 is coming, people.
The 2030 plan.
It's 3.5 fucking years away.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I mean, and with the astrology and history and what is taking place in the world today. Anybody that doesn't see it coming, your head is not in the sand, it's in a cement fucking block.
Well, I think everybody woke up. You know what? We've been awake for a while, right? And we're just smoking cigs going, or spliffs, and we're like, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know, that's me. But most people woke up in February.
Yeah.
Most people woke up in like a month.
Wow.
That's jarring. The collective wake up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, with the shift.
Like, oh my God, the aliens are real and pedophiles rule the world. What the hell? You know, it's like, sorry.
Yeah, like, where have you been?
And we're like, duh.
Where have you been?
You're just catching up with us now, like
120 Days of Sodom. It was written in the 1500s. They've been doing it for ages.
I'm supportive, though. I don't ridicule or anything. I say, well, hi, welcome.
No, we can't. Our job.
You know, we have to say welcome.
We
and
do.
Thank you for coming.
Kick gloves.
You know, and be absolutely sincere.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
Kim,
like
I love
seriously.
Yeah.
You know, like seriously.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you, and I'm so glad you're here. You know, like the ridicule of, well, where the fuck have you been? That needs to stop.
Yeah, it does, because it's divisive.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We've
You're playing into the hand that we are trying to leave.
Exactly.
So stop doing that and say, oh, hi. Welcome. Would you like a coffee?
Yeah, sit down. It's okay. You know, it's like we just have to like give them like a little intravenous drip of a little bit more information and a little like coddling.
Anytime you want to chat, you know.
Yeah.
We can chat.
That's lovely. Kim, I love that you say that. And it reminds me to like check, you know, to not judge.
Yeah.
And that's part of my job too. It's part of my job is people coming and going, okay, well, what the hell's going on in my life and everywhere else? And, you know, and that's this toolkit I've created, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I got to catch myself too, because I mean, we all have our moments, you know, we're in our mood and in our whirlwind and we're in the mode, and this shit is being driven and pounded into our heads. And we're doing our best to fight it. When our thinking of our logical minds, we can recognize it. But when you're in the whirlwind, and you're in the middle of your day and you're busy, and you're not exactly thinking, clearly about things that you know you should be on a regular basis, the programming can take over. And I find myself all the time, well, where the fuck have you been? And I stop myself, you know, and it's like, oh, yeah,
because
you shouldn't do that. But you have to call yourself on it, I think.
We have to, because we're so tapped in.
Call ourselves, right?
We're so tapped in.
You have to recognize, hey, I just did that. I'm guilty of doing that, and I shouldn't have fucking done that. We need to chastise ourselves when
we're
when
so
we
far
see it.
in. We're so far in. I'm going to share with you some guys, Ashiana Dean. If anybody knows Ashiana Dean, not a lot of people do know, but she's wild. She's a super channeler. She's a next level, you know, she talks about like leylands and portals that spiritual people worship, but there's not going to go there, but she talks a lot about alien and humanoids and how she talks a lot about that kind of stuff. And she's one of the big ones that got the big downloads and understands, I think, a lot. It's very complex to listen to her stuff. It's almost too much. It's almost like you can't understand it.
Yeah.
But you can get these nuggets, and there's just a huge war on consciousness happening, and we're very deep in
Absolutely.
it. Even when we think we're not, and we know it all, and we're like, oh, whoa, we don't. We're still kind of.
Oh, I never think I know it all.
But you know what I mean? Like I think I do, and I'm like, I'm privy. I'm privy. I like know how to move, and my intuition. We know what's up. We're awake. We're awake, and then
I
I'm
know
like,
shit's going on. That's all I
there's
know.
some
I
other
can't
shit,
tell
but
you
probably
about
don't
the
know.
shit.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about the shit. Don't ask me about the rest because I don't know. I know shit's happening. That's what I know.
Yeah, it's
right.
It's wild times.
It really is.
So it's all about
really
the
is.
nervous system for me. We just gotta.
Yeah.
We really need to just keep our nervous systems
Yeah.
like in a good place so that we can literally manage these times to make decisions
absolutely.
about what we need to do.
Absolutely. I think people discount these people that are in tune and know what's coming, see what's coming. A lot of the times the writing's on the wall. You've just not seen the signs. There's little signs here and there. It puts together a big picture. Most people miss the small little pieces that you're supposed to take out to make the little sub puzzle that's going on off to the side here. Most people miss that, but some of us are in tune with those things and are able to put those pieces together and see the larger pictures and stuff that others are missing, you know. And I think a lot of people discount what is being said by these people because of our own misconceptions of the picture we have in our head of say what is an alien.
Right.
So that sci-fi movie,
right,
persona, picture, fucking thing, all of it comes flooding in. You hear alien, and all of this input comes in of what we've been programmed on what an alien is. And now whoever is talking about it as in real time, real world, well, you're a fucking quack because that cinematic shit is what floods to the brain.
Yeah. And
right. Who's to say what an alien is or looks like? Why can't an alien be a spirit?
It can be an energy. It can be an energy light body.
Exactly. So these people that are getting these messages and these pictures and stuff, and you know, they use the term alien and stuff, and I think that's largely why it's discounted is because of our own personal bias on what alien means.
Well, we're multidimensional creatures. We have
Right.
dream space, right? We can go to the 5D and have a dream.
Right.
And remember that feeling and that essence. And we're here in the 3D and we're multidimensional. So an alien's interdimensional, but it's an energy, it's a frequency, it's a portal, it's dimensions, right?
Yep.
It's
we all rock on frequency.
And we're working with dimensions now. And that's where the planet Pluto being in Aquarius for the next 20 years, it's a generational planet. It's gonna normalize that sort of like, you know, quantum leaps of like, what are dimensions?
Right. Right. And that's just it. We all have these preconceived notions and conceptual ideas of what are aliens, what are dimensions, what does that mean, what does that look like?
DMT,
and we really have no fucking idea. Right. And we really have no idea. Exactly. So the preconceived ideas that the general public have are so far off the map that's why that's not believable.
Yeah, we're in wild times. It's like everything they say that was true is not, and everything they say that wasn't true is, in a way. And it's just like
we had this conversation on the last show that we did. We had this conversation, and this is we're about ready to wrap it up. This is a really good place to wrap it up because you know, it full circle. It happens over and over and over again. You know, when all of our geography is a lie because nothing is where it's supposed to be on a map. Okay, so check it out seriously one day. Like stuff isn't where it's supposed to fucking be. Okay, the map is a lie. So when your geography is incorrect and your history is incorrect and it's all a fucking lie, then nothing that you believe is fucking real.
Yeah, it's all just a dream. Make it a good one.
Yeah. Right?
Just go straight to Buddhism on that one. Life's a trip and then you die.
Oh,
Yeah.
fascinating conversations, Felicia. We got to get you in more often. I know it's been a
Anytime.
tumultuous year for you, but hopefully things have settled down and we'll be able to put you in the rotation far more often because conversation with you is always a slice. Final thoughts, Tarra?
I'm with you on that, Kim. We need to get her back more often, especially with all this energy that's going on. I want some more updates as we go through the year.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah,
It
100%.
makes a lot
Couldn't
of
agree
sense.
more. Couldn't
Yeah.
agree more. All right, folks, it is time. It's time to cue the chickens for shout out time.
So this is a great spot for you to plug anyone or anything you want to highlight and let people know where to find you and how to get in touch with you.
Wonderful. If anybody wants a psychic reading with me, they can reach out to me at www.mycardsneverlie.com. mycardsneverlie.com. My Instagram is at mycards_neverlie. You can find me for somatics, psychic readings, astrological reports, whatever it is you need. Just hit me up. Let's organize your energy. I'm here for it. Thanks so much, guys. Love you lots.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Felicia. We always love having you on. You're a slice to have around. There's no question about that. We love having you out there as our viewers. And of course, we are on our bi-weekly schedule. And this is the month with 5 weeks in the month. So we go 2 weeks off. So it's not every other week. Our next show, we are not back until May the 7th. So we missed 2 Thursdays. It won't be every other week because there is 5 weeks this month. So we're off for 2 weeks. We're back May the 7th with another very special guest. Who do I have? Can I say it real quick? How fast can I find it? We have Chelsea Dawn joining us on May the 7th. She hosts the psychedelic forum and symposium that's taking place in British Columbia.
Oh, wicked. Very cool. That'll be a good interview.
Yeah. So, Chelsea Dawn coming at you on May the 7th. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. We are off for 2 weeks and we're back then. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We hope we've opened the door to your curiosity to find out if psychedelic medicine is maybe right for you. And you can go out there and maybe you too can open your eye. We'll be back May the 7th, y'all. Until then, have a great couple of weeks. Happy 420 weekend. I'll see y'all in Hamilton at Canacrawl. Peace.
Open your eyes.